Hi Leo, welcome. This is your July 2023 astrology overview. Don't be alarmed, I'm not going to read through the meanings of everything I've got on the screen here. It's a lot, and I thought I'd try and break it down just so you can come back to this video or refer to it throughout the month. So I'm just going to highlight a few of the things that are happening this month, which I think are some of the most important energies that could be affecting you. So what I am going to talk about is the nodes changing signs and also the couple of planets that go retrograde this month and a couple of aspects. So nothing too heavy, quite light, probably less than 10 minutes. A couple of tarot cards at the end as well. So the chart on the screen is for the beginning, the 1st of July. I'm going to switch over now to the chart for the nodes ingress. So this actually happens on the 17th. However, it just works out that when I do the charts, it takes it into the next day. So let's have a little visual representation of what's going to be happening for you then, Leo. So the 3rd and the 9th house is where the nodes are now ingressing. I'll be interested to ask you, how was the last 18 months with the nodes in your 4th and 10th house? I'd love to hear if anyone wants to share any stories of the transit that they've just gone through. I'd love to hear. So what does this mean for you, Leo? This is the axis of beliefs with the 9, the house number 9, beliefs. It's expansion of knowledge, could well be teaching. It's very much the 3rd and 9th houses are around communication and relationships. So this could well relate to religious beliefs, personal beliefs, your own morals. This could well be a time where you learn something and it completely shifts your perspective on fill in the blank. The 3rd house is interesting, as it is people on the day-to-day basis that we see. It's our work colleagues, our siblings, neighbours, the local guy down the shop, the people that you pass on your daily walks, those that we interact with on a daily basis or very frequent basis. It's also your local community. And similarly, the opposite with the 9th house, this can be about long distance travel, foreign lands. So there could be more travel for you in the next 18 months, Leo, that is for sure. Where this transit is 18 months, you may not feel the effects straight away, but alternatively, you may have felt there's something in the air, there's something on the wind that's sort of, you can feel something is changing. So it may not kind of happen straight away, but then it may, over time, over the course of the transit, you may see a real significant shift gradually. So this is just something to be mindful of. And also thinking back to the last 18 months with the South Node in your 4th house, all about home, family, stability, your foundation in the 10th house, your career, your work. What changes have you noticed in the last year and a half? Were they gradual? Were they quick? So it's often a good indicator to just sort of have a little look back and a review. So on the 23rd, we have Pluto in your 6th house will be squaring the nodes. And as you can see, Pluto and the nodes are all at 29 degrees. This is the most challenging degree of all of the houses, because effectively for the planets and the objects in our sky that travel round, they travel counterclockwise. So everything starts, any ingresses or seals go in and start at 0 degrees. And, you know, it's baby steps, it's learning, it's something new. And then by the time you get to the 29th degree, this is like, right, have you learnt your lesson now? And obviously with the nodes, they go in the opposite direction. So they travel clockwise. So the nodes always start off at the most challenging point of the sign that they're going to be in for the next bit of time. So just be mindful, there could be something really shaking up these areas of your life, because Pluto is that which does transform. It's very much a planet about fate and destiny. It's something that you can't hide from it. It is the magnifying glass and it will find you. nearly fell into a bit of Liam Neeson there. Yeah, so this could be triggering, this could be challenging, and this could almost be as if to say, what things in your life have been happening around the 3rd and 9th house? Have you been resisting something in these areas? Pluto will come along almost like a bowling ball and bowl a strike, you know, it's that sort of kind of energy. So the retrograde planets that we actually have Venus transiting through your 1st house, Leo. Chiron, similarly, retrograde the same day, and again this is up here in your 10th house. So look at these houses in your chart. So the 1st, 3rd, 6th and 9th houses, these will be affected for you quite strongly, especially for the next couple of months while Venus is retrograde. So this could really highlight the North Node in the 10th house, the 9th house with your beliefs, because the 1st house, that highlights and signifies, it makes up us, you know, who we are as a person, and that's our beliefs, and everything that we've learned in our life shapes us into who we are. So this could be the next couple of months. You may not see or feel the effect straight away, but it can be sort of long lasting for the next sort of 6 or 8 months. And I just feel that this is really putting some love back into the lovely Leos of the world, because you have had it a bit rough the last few years. Some of the stuff which has been affecting the fixed signs has just been absolutely horrific. So I feel like Venus is coming along to give you a bit more love. And yes, she may well take away or transform something while she's retrograde. But when she goes direct again, there will be that additional love being put back into that area of your life. And Chiron and Venus will be making 3 trines to one another during this time. I wouldn't say this is massively shaking things up here. It's more of a supportive energy. So again, something with your 9th house is some sort of belief or ideology, dogma, something needs to be healed, something needs to be reviewed, looked at and reassessed. So that's pretty much it. As I say, got the dates on that front screen if you wanted to double check what else is happening in the month. And I'll just finish off the reading and pull just a couple of tarot cards just to see any other collective messages for Leo. The Hermit and the Sun. Can you see those? So the Sun coming out first. There you are, Leo, shining brightly in the limelight. But I feel as though this is going to be a time for you to have some introspection. Perhaps, you know, this is a good time to do a little bit of a review. We've got, you know, birthday coming up very soon. So if, you know, for those of you who are Leo Sun, obviously, but Leo rising. But the Hermit says that there is something to nurture. There's something in which it does need that bit of detachment from the outside world, from external circumstances, to find your own light. So this could be a real theme with the 3rd and 9th houses, that you are heavily influenced by others' thoughts and opinions. And maybe this is a phase of going through maybe a stage of, like another stage of maturity, where actually you go, you know, I've held this belief for a long time because this person or that person or these people have thought that, but actually now I'm changing. And And I feel as though it's going to make you happier. So the advice really is to just perhaps that bit of time on your own to rest and recuperate and recharge your batteries. So I'm going to leave the messages there, Leo. I nearly said Libra then. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate I haven't done these for a while, so sorry if it's a bit rough around the edges. I'm sure it will get a bit better, but thanks for your patience. Look forward to reading for you again soon. Take care.